further confirmation that if you are a transcendent superstar when it comes to basketball, if you are going to be one of the all-time greats, it is instant. Michael Jordan was 23 years old, and he scored 63 points in a playoff game against one of, if not, the greatest team ever up to that point, the 86 Celtics.
It's killer raps, we got the hottest staff. In 03, I made a dynasty like Robert Kraft.
What's up, y'all? OG the Beast here, and this is another Hot Take Blank. Of course, this is a segment where I choose a current topic and use about 5 to 7 minutes giving my take on it. So if you enjoyed this conversation, please leave a like on the video and don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Welcome to the OG gang for those that do. Now, today's blank is, of course, episode 1 and episode 2 of The Last Dance. Listen, guys, they say you don't know till you know. And it seems like even if you know, it feels like you don't know until you see it again a couple years later, if you get what I mean. That's the feeling I got from watching these first 2 episodes, y'all. There were some things I want to talk about and give my opinion on, and who better to do it with than my OG gang. But hey, I hear a lot of complaints about how the Jerrys ran the organization back then, and as a Bulls fan now, I can see why we in so much disarray. Jordan breaks his foot, and you want to protect your investment, I get that. But when you finally find out he's healthy, you finally find out he's good to go, and you put him on a minutes restriction of 7 minutes per half. Now, it was obvious that the Bulls wanted to tank for a good draft pick, but they didn't know they was dealing with a dog. Jordan wanted to come back immediately after being cleared. Now imagine if Jordan didn't push the issue as a young player. Imagine if he would have did what the Jerrys wanted him to do. When I say Jerrys, of course I'm talking about Reinsdorf and Krause. But imagine if he would have did what the Jerrys wanted him to do and sat out the whole season. That situation alone could have changed history. Hey, we never would have seen that infamous game against the Celtics. Money was different back then, so looking back on it now, it's easy to look back and say, damn, some of those elite players in the 90s was very underpaid. One especially being Scottie Pippen. Hey, 7 years for $18 million was the contract he signed? That's one thing I did not know. When I seen it, my initial thought was like, damn, is you serious, bro? You swanking. But after thinking about it, I know why he did it, and I understand why he did it. Look, coming up, you don't imagine of having that much money in front of you. So when an opportunity precedes itself, and of course, you being broke, coming from a poor neighborhood, it's kind of like, what's the difference in a few million when I have the opportunity to take care of my family like I never could before? And I think that was Scottie's mindset. I mean, he mentioned some of it in the docu, but I think wholeheartedly that's what he came in initially thinking. He wanted a 7-year security, and I feel him. I mean, think about it like this, y'all. Check it out. Put yourself in his shoes, right? You just sitting at home, you got a hobby, something that you love to do. If somebody offered you $18 million right now to do what you love to do over a 7-year span, guaranteeing you all of that money, I'm sure all of us would take it regardless of what the market is at the time. But what I don't get is knowing that Scottie made a mistake as a young man. Reinsdorf had the opportunity to change that. Scottie was essential to those championship teams, man. Reinsdorf is a billionaire owner. He could have gave Scottie a little bit extra and at least paid him half of what he worth. He was the 6th highest paid on the team. That is ridiculous and should have never happened. That ain't right, y'all. That's my only beef with the situation. It's embarrassing and outright selfish as the owner. So this caused some friction. Scottie gets hurt. He decides to do a late surgery after the summer instead of doing it before the summer so he can rehab during the summer and be ready to go when the season starts. This put the team in a bad spot and ruffled some feathers, not only in that front office, but also in that locker room. So I don't blame Jordan for being upset at Scottie for that. Scottie would end up missing half the season because of this, and they had to spend the other half getting him acclimated to what they was doing. Hey man, rest in peace to Jerry Krause. But God damn, my guy, you just had to get in the way of something that could have been even more special than it already was. Rico said it best. Everybody wanna be the man just cuz. And Krause wanted to be the man. I mean, you telling Phil that this was his last season, even if he won 82 straight games and he's gone? You told this man that? Think about it. Why would you tell that man that? That lets me know that you out for self and you wanted to prove something. Knowing that the rest of the team wouldn't play for anybody else, you're basically sabotaging something great for your own selfishness. Seeing his facial expressions and mannerisms, this whole documentary pissed me off as a Bull Bulls fan, man. Look, y'all, winning at the highest level of basketball is hard enough. I'm sure we all know that. We see these teams struggling today. But to have an organization that's actually winning on a consistent basis, and you want to get in the way of that for your own egotistical reasons, that is beyond me. Normal people would have rode this train until there was no more track left. But this front office, the genius front office of the Chicago Bulls, let the egos get in the way and created one of the biggest what-ifs of all time, y'all. Hey, what y'all think? Real talk. If the Bulls would have stayed together, y'all think they could have took down them 99 Spurs? With David Robinson, a young Tim Duncan and them boys? What y'all think? Or what about them 2000 Shaq and Kobe Lakers? Jordan never took no time off. Y'all think they could have gave him some go? What y'all think? Let me know down in the comments. Of course, I'm gonna be covering these next 2 episodes on Sunday. I can't wait. I'm loving it. I know y'all loving it too. I just had to speak on it. I'm gonna speak on it then too. But yeah, let me know that down in the comments what y'all think. And of course, I'm gonna get on up out of here. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. OG out.